Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the following example. For each function, identify the base function and describe the transformation. Graph the function and state the domain and range. Y equals to the square root of x minus 9 minus 5. So step one, if you write down the base function or the parent function, in this case, this is going to be y equal to square root of x. And if you think about the transformation, you can describe this in words. X minus 9 underneath the square root means right by 9 units. And of course, to write this mathematically, you have to write down horizontal translation 9 units right. And of course, if you think about the second transformation, the minus 5 at the end, it really means go down by 5 units. But mathematically speaking, you should write down vertical translation, again, 5 units down. Now, what about the mapping rule? How do you describe this? Well, xy becomes, again, because you're going to go right by 9, x becomes x plus 9. And because it's going to go down by 5 units, y becomes y minus 5. And to really demonstrate this, you can graph the function like this. Again, I'm going to start with the most basic case, then we'll go straight to the final graph. So I'm going to map this out in my mind. Okay, there we go. Now, if I start with the most basic graph, let's use this color. I'm thinking y equal to the square root of x. And really, if you think about x equal to 0, y is going to be 0. If you think about x equals to 1, then the square root of 1 is going to be 1. If you think about x equal to 4, the square root of 4 is going to be 2, and so on. So roughly speaking, that is the basic function. Now, in terms of the new function, y equal to the square root of x minus 9 minus 5, it means you take these points. You go right by 9, then you go down by 5. Same idea, you take the next point, you can go right by 9, you can go down by 5. Now, to label these points, you can say 5, or you can say 9, negative 5 as the first point. The next one is going to be 10, negative 4, and so on. So roughly speaking, this is the new function, y equals to the square root of x minus 9 minus 5. Now, what about the possible x values, also known as a domain? Well, in this case, x is an element of real numbers, but y, or not y, but x must be greater than or equal to 9. So one more time. If you think about the domain, all the possible x values, x could be anything, as long as x is greater than or equal to 9. Likewise, for the range, y is an element of real numbers, as long as y is greater than or equal to negative 5. If you find this video meaningful, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this makes sense.